Okay, welcome back to LFPP Ministries. I kind of want to continue that point that you're in a season that God is preparing to open up your union. And with this, you're coming into a breath of fresh air. I kept seeing references to fresh air, newness, wind of change. I've noticed even when I sit outside that there are winds that are blowing that seem or reference change. And when this happens, it will happen suddenly and overnight. I'm hearing Isaiah 48, 3 and 5. I will do what I told you of long ago, and when it happens, it will be suddenly. Okay? So, with that happening, I see many opportunities, and this is a coming together of the union. So it's not going to be one of those things that is just, how do I have it here? You may have a private courtship season, and with that, then you will have public observation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you right here. I need you to sit, depending on what type of relationship you have and what it is that you're called to, you may have to sit on when you let people know. You may have to literally sit on that. I've been asked before, are you going to tell everybody? I ain't telling nobody until God says so. Point blank, period. If God don't say so, I ain't telling nobody. I ain't releasing nothing. I ain't showing y'all nothing until God say now. If God says now, then now. And it may turn into another situation that, just like when I came back to this ministry, that God will have to push me a little bit to come back. We might be pushed a little bit to come out in the public and say something. So I don't know. But for me personally, I don't want to say nothing. And just for the sanctity of the relationship, we ain't saying nothing, at least not immediately. We got to get in alignment with one another first. And that's just wisdom. Would you have a baby and on the first day that baby is born, take it out in the rain? No, because if you take a newborn baby out in the rain, its immune system is not then calibrated for being out in the rain. It can get sick. And newborns, you never know. I saw a video clip the other day that it was talking about where the woman's baby had died because they let the child out the hospital too soon. Don't expose your baby too soon, your relationship too soon. I heard a pastor put it this way. She loves putting it like this. Keep it private until it's permanent. Now, one might say, well, you're married, that's permanent. You and this person have not had a level of tightness that y'all are in full alignment. Now, God will make it so that quickly y'all get into full alignment, that y'all lock arms and lock shields and locked in. This man has already made the determination he ain't going nowhere. So he fighting for this. Because if he fought to get to you, you think you're going to easily just jump off. But y'all got to get into that calibration zone between the two of you. so that you locked in. Okay? So no, you don't sit up here and run and tell that to everybody. You might be excited, you might want to, but not until God says so, because the covering needs to be there spiritually so that y'all ain't got chaos coming out too soon, right? And seeing as I'm saying this, be cautious about on these social media streets or whatever media streets that y'all operate in. The enemy might try to get you to come out sooner than God wants you because he wants to attack you. So he's trying to lure you out of hiding, lure y'all out of into coming out before you're supposed to, by what is it? Not jump scaring you, but trying to get you agitated. One of his main tactics is to, try to get you agitated enough that you'll want to jump and say something, or you just want to, out of frustration with what's going on externally. But God's saying, be quiet, be silent, don't talk. I'm going to help you if you don't say nothing. You got to be wise as a serpent, to recognize when the enemy is attempting to pull you out to attack you, or when God's saying, look, I need you to actually address this. Okay? So sit in that, sit with God. That's between you and your spouse when that time comes. But be wise.